Welcome to the NASCAR Media Group. Located in the heart of Charlotte, North Carolina, we're a state-of-the-art HD production facility. NASCAR Media Group is part of a larger NASCAR Plaza complex, which houses NASCAR's executive offices, the NASCAR Media Group, the NASCAR Hall of Fame, as well as the Charlotte Convention Center's 40,000 square foot Crown Ballroom. Offering a full range of production services, NASCAR Media Group is one of the most innovative production houses on the Eastern Seaboard. As you enter the NASCAR Plaza building, you're steps away from the entrance to two of our state-of-the-art studios. Studio 43, named after NASCAR Hall of Fame inaugural inductee Richard Petty's famous Petty Blue Car, is NASCAR Media Group's largest studio. Currently home to Inside NASCAR on Showtime, this state-of-the-art studio is 3,800 square feet with 18-foot clearance to the bottom of the lighting grid. The walls you see in the studio are not the walls to the outside of the building. What we did was build a box in a box in order to eliminate street sounds and vibrations which would disturb any production. Two special features in this area are the 9-foot by 9-foot access doors for large props such as race cars. And since many of our talent and guests are high-profile individuals, they appreciate the secret VIP entrance from the parking garage. With a 400-amp pipe grid dimmer system, we provide 276 circuits at 120 volts for lighting as well as full connectivity to our control rooms and production facility. This studio is equipped to handle any size production. Down the hall from Studio 43 is Studio 3, dedicated to the late Dale Earnhardt. This 1,400 square foot studio is the workhorse of the facility due to its versatility. It's ideal for smaller commercial productions, sit-down interviews, as well as live interviews with local and national media outlets.
As we unite for children in need.
And great offers, or a VIP experience that puts you right next to the action.
Studio 3 measures 36 feet by 39 feet and has a 12-foot ceiling. The 16-foot pipe grid provides 120 volts powered by 300 amps.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Michael Waltrip with Inside NASCAR.
Studio 43 and Studio 3 share a state-of-the-art 12-seat production control room. The production control room features a Cayenne HD switcher, K2 HD servers, Chiron HD Hyper X3, Evertz MVP monitor wall, including 10 52-inch monitors, teleprompter, ETC lighting control system, SSL C100 audio console, and full fiber and satellite connections for feeds in and out of the facility. On the second floor of the studio facility, our guests have access to a green room, production meeting and office space, dressing rooms, wardrobe, and a makeup room. There are also multiple areas for catering, including the second floor cafe. Adjacent to the front entrance to the NASCAR Hall of Fame on the opposite side of the complex, NASCAR Media Group offers another suite of studios, the 1,100 square foot NASCAR News Center Studios. This one-of-a-kind location offers clients the potential for a lively plaza atmosphere to incorporate into their programming. The state-of-the-art news-style production studio is 30 feet by 26 feet and features a production control room, edit bay, office space, dressing rooms, and a green room.
Roll forward right now.
Effect roll blue.
The production control room for the television studio is equipped with a Kayak HD switcher, Chiron HD Hyper X3, Wheatstone audio console, Evertz MVP monitor wall with 4 52-inch monitors, teleprompter, ETC lighting control system, and an Evertz router system. Around the corner from the television studios are the twin radio studios. Each studio seats a technical host and 5 guest microphones at its Wheatstone Evolution 6 digital console. The radio studios may be utilized independently or configured into a studio and control room. Both radio studios are equipped with 12 Telos ISDN lines and NX12 phone system, with an additional dual phone hybrid. Also available is a 360 Systems Instant Replay 2 and Digicart E audio server. Both offer full interconnectivity to all facility, audio, video, and routing switcher feeds to a growing list of clients. All of our studios are connected via fiber to the NASCAR Media Group technical facilities, which are housed in the tower portion of the NASCAR Plaza complex. Full connectivity between our facility, the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and the Charlotte Convention Center is made through a network of broadcast service panels, BSPs, also located on the perimeter of the NASCAR Plaza. The BSPs allow for simple connectivity of satellite trucks or mobile production units into the necessary technical facilities. The third floor is our technical floor and houses the core technical facilities for the NASCAR Media Group, starting with the library. Operating 24 hours a day, the mission of the NASCAR Media Group Library is to preserve and protect the visual and audio history of our sport. Every piece of footage that comes into or out of the NASCAR Media Group facility goes through the library. Whether the footage is being delivered on physical media such as a tape or card, or through our fiber satellite transmission paths, the library staff tracks hundreds of requests per week. Using barcodes, we keep track of this large amount of new footage along with the long history of the sport. The media operators assign each new asset a unique barcode and enter basic descriptive data into our archive database using the Nesbit software program. Through Nesbit, our library is currently able to track over 140,000 digital assets. A tremendous amount of footage gets processed each week. On a typical race weekend, the library will receive and handle 300 to 400 hours of new footage. For the production machine to run efficiently, it's important all incoming HD materials conform to house standard, which for NASCAR Media Group is Apple ProRes LT 720p 5994. The NASCAR Media Group library can enter a multitude of digital assets at the same time, thanks to 20 high-definition ingest points, 10 channels of Fork NPRs, and 10 channels of EVS, as well as 16 channels of standard definition ingest points. And at the same time the high-resolution file is made, a photo JPEG 320 by 240 low-resolution proxy file for logging and editing is created and stored on a 500 terabyte spinning disk for instant access. The high-resolution files are available to producers instantly for a period of 14 days, and then it's archived on LTO4 tape stock in our Spectra Logic robot. Once assets are digitized and entered into the Nesbit system, the challenge is to be able to find the video in the future. This is where the important task of logging comes into play. The addition of metadata allows staff to find shots which meet their production needs. Logging happens on the third floor. We have 12 stations, each equipped with Mac Minis running CatDV storage and organizational software, with a direct connection to Final Cut Pro editing systems. Consistency is very important in adding metadata. As a result, there are over 50 logging fields which use drop-down menus to make sure there is consistency of nomenclature, naming, and spelling. The metadata becomes ever more important as we continue to ingest historical footage. For example, we could search the system for a specific project, which required footage of Jimmy Johnson racing side-by-side with Tony Stewart in 2008, and come up with a list of possible footage clips. Or we could look for historical footage of the Daytona 500 race from 1979. It's all part of a monumental undertaking. We currently ingest 2,400 hours of SD footage per month. By the year 2012, we will have all current as well as the historical footage we've obtained through various footage acquisitions, logged and archived, thus protecting and making available the history of the sport for many years to come.
Let's go racing, boys!
The library also services the facility by managing all outgoing assets. Media operators determine the appropriate means for delivery to the end user. NASCAR Media Group can deliver in any format through file-based, physical asset-based, or via satellite transmission. Also housed on the third floor in the logging area is the audio sensor system. Each race weekend, we capture all 43 driver audio scanners at the track, compress these into a single feed, and send via satellite and fiber back to NASCAR Media Group here in Charlotte. We break that one stream back into their individual feeds, add on a 3-second delay, and spread them out amongst these 12 audio stations. Staff spend race day listening for non-family friendly language, and if there is any, hit the mute button. These cleansed audio feeds are then distributed to our partners at NASCAR.com, Sprint, and Sirius for their live programming. As you can imagine, with the amount of data and footage we have flowing into and out of our facility, storage is a critical area. In our Digital Asset Management System, or DAMS, we currently have about 1,400 terabytes of spinning disk storage and a robot which can hold 4.1 petabytes of data. If DAMS is the brain of the facility, holding all the knowledge of the archive, then the Broadcast Equipment Room, or BER, is the heart of the facility, as it houses all the hardware used to pump the footage throughout the building. Housing an Evertz 3G HD routing switcher, 3 Grass Valley Kayak and Cayenne video production switchers, Chiron HyperX 3 graphics, Grass Valley LDK 8000 camera control system, RTS intercom, fiber and coax patching, the BER serves as the central server room for all editing client stations throughout the building. Each weekend, NASCAR produces an international broadcast feed that's produced from the International Control Room. Here, a NASCAR Media Group production crew, using groundbreaking technology, has access to all camera source feeds from the track. Right now, they can select 6 feeds at a time, from which they are able to create a NASCAR-branded version of the race with no commercial breaks. Wall-to-wall racing from green flag to checkered flag, distributed to 170 countries around the world. After the race is completed, this team then takes their broadcast of the race and edits it into a 52-minute program for distribution to those international clients who did not air the race live. This control room has enabled us to bring a function that used to be done at the racetrack each weekend back into our facility, providing efficiencies and cost savings while being able to produce a top-quality product for our broadcast partners. Next to the International Control Room is our Transmission and Technical Operations Center area. This is where inbound and outbound feeds receive critical quality control monitoring, routing, and feed route assignments to and from a variety of network paths. Capabilities include transmitting and receiving multiple paths of high-definition video via fiber, satellite, and web streaming, in addition to a unique NASCAR Cam high-definition camera system, tying the major race shop facilities and NASCAR corporate offices together in a point-to-multi-point environment for news feeds, media tours, and teleconferences. On the 4th floor, we move into the production editing area of NASCAR Media Group. This creative process takes shape in one of NASCAR Media Group's 10 offline editing bays, where every Mac Mini is armed with Final Cut Pro, and every digital asset in our entire catalog is just a keystroke away using CatDV. In order to consolidate storage space, offline projects are built using low-resolution footage, where every shot is linked through an XML that will later allow our robot to restore every shot to full HD resolution. Once the high-resolution files are restored, the project moves to one of our 7 online editing suites. Every room is identical, offering the highest level of quality and the lowest level of noise, thanks to the decision to house noise-making hardware such as PCs and fans 1 floor below in the BER. Teamed with an online editor, the producer polishes the project, for example, adding transitions and graphics until they reach the level of picture lock. Once the project is picture locked, it's ready to be sent to the audio department. Half of every project is what we hear, so audio gets the same attention as video. These audio editors are skilled in bringing the video to life, enriching the project with items such as music, sound effects, and balance to meet the ever-increasing audio demands of broadcasters and consumers alike. The 4 audio suites feature Fairlight audio mixing hardware and specific architecture featuring no right angles, which promotes acoustic excellence. Thick sound walls insulate each of the 4 rooms from ambient noise. Anything is possible here, from a mono mic to 7.1 surround sound. Once sight and sound have been polished to perfection, the project moves into one of our 4 finishing suites, where it is fine-tuned, pulled together, and prepared for output. Larger than the online edit suites, the finishing suites are where every project is color corrected, a process where every shot is brought into balance with the others. Home Depot orange looks like Home Depot orange. Carolina blue looks like Carolina blue. Once every color is in harmonious balance, the audio mix is married to the color-corrected picture to achieve sight and sound harmony. Because top quality is no coincidence, quality control is the final step of the production process. Once graphics, picture, and sound are all declared to fit within industry standards, The finished product is ready for delivery and sent to the library for duplication and archiving in the NASCAR archives, preserving the project forever. We hope you've enjoyed your tour of the NASCAR Media Group facility. As you can see, we have extensive production capabilities to service clients and partners of all shapes and sizes. We are proud of our facility and our people and look forward to continuing to be a leader in video production services.